Right. So I apologize for any words that I might have missed. I feel if I hurt people, then I want to apologize. No, it's cool. No, it's fine. It's fine. That's not my intention. So you weren't the violator one. So okay. So what I was talking then is the stratification. So if I am on top, if I'm conditioned to be on top, right, and there are other people to be conditioned on lower than that, right? And so if I'm operating then on top, if I'm preconditioned to be a racist, right, then I'm taking, and then my point was that I need to make direct action to go against how I'm preconditioned, right? And so other people also have to make direct action to get out of whatever stratification levels they are at.
I'm not speaking to you, but it's not victimhood.
You know, a lot of things.
That's good cap. That's good cap.
What we're talking about is in white people, the conditioning society conditions them to be racist, white supremacists. In black people, as well as other people of color, it conditions us to be colorist. It conditions us to be internalized anti-blackness. With non-black persons of color, it's anti-blackness in them. It's not fucking victimhood.
Fuck!
So wait, hold on. Let's piece it together. She said she says colorism, and then it's anti-blackness.
What she basically said is like in this society, white people are conditioned to be white supremacists. But for black people, we're conditioned to be colorist and to
okay.
Like, I lost her after that, bro.
So pretty much we're conditioned to be victims without her saying the word victims. I got you.
Yeah, pretty much.
What she just said. Basically, I was just trying to repeat exactly what she said, but it was so incoherent. Like,
so she's basically saying we are our own enemy, but it's because of the white guy.
Whatever the fuck that means.
She did do a way better job explaining.
This is a prime example of why women should not be in positions of discussion towards leadership or towards solution-oriented things, because they get so triggered by certain words, because certain words have a connotation with them and whatnot. So they get so triggered by that they can't see the bigger picture of what someone's talking about. See, that's the thing. She's so triggered by the word victim that she don't even realize what she describing is a victim. But she's so triggered by that word victim that has a certain connotation that don't resonate well with her. So she just describing something, in a roundabout way. It's the same thing what the white man said.
That's the point. And this is something that we've noticed over the years. Women easily contradict themselves. They contradict themselves so easily they don't even realize it. Like they'll just keep talking, and you'll pick up on it. You don't even have to be like focus on the scripture or anything like that. Like you could just be a guy with some type of three-dimensional thought, and you'll easily pick up on this bitch just contradicted herself big time. Like you just pick up on it, boom. Just like that. She just contradicted herself within her own statement. And she just talking. Randy brought it up. She contradicted herself when she put her hand up talking about I'm not speaking to you, blah blah blah, but meanwhile she was addressing his own point. Like she was addressing literally the point that he's the only one that made. So she still is talking to him, but that's another thing. And then like I'm still trying to figure out like colorism, anti-blackness. What the fuck? Like please stop.
Basically, JT just summarized all that shit because I didn't even want to repeat what she said, because basically she said, white people are taught white supremacists and black people are taught colorism and anti-black. She just started throwing terms. like
no, but what she meant when she said
I know what she meant. It's just funny the way she said it, because she was just throwing out what she wanted to bring out. But basically, she's saying that white people, blaming white people for the programming that black people are in. But like what she isn't understanding is It's because she's not solution oriented. Basically she was proving the white dude's point, because he was just saying that, okay, if I'm conditioned to be a white supremacist and I gotta change, well then if you're programmed to be a quote unquote victim, don't you gotta change. That's all he was saying. But basically she was offended by the word victim, but what she's really saying is, no, I don't have to change, you gotta change. I don't have to do anything, you gotta do everything, because you're a white man and blah, 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 blah. Basically, here's the thing with women, they have no accountability, no responsibility. It's not what I can do, it's what you as a man need to do for me.
And they don't want to fit, they don't want to maneuver their way, and they don't want to, move themselves to fit in a paradigm that they claim that they want to align with, right? They claim that they want a functioning society where black people and white people are equal, and a man and a woman are equal, right? That's what they claim they want. Even though that can never happen, that's what they claim that they want, right? So they don't think that they should move themselves or formulate themselves in any kind of, or shift themselves, that's a better word, to shift themselves in any direction. We should just meet them as they are type shit. They got the mindset that everybody should just meet them where they are. They're perfect. They don't need to change. Everybody should meet them where they are, because they're the only ones that's coming with true sense and logic. And they justify that by how loudly they speak about things. It's not about what they say. It's about how loudly they can pronounce something. Like what she just said is a bunch of nothing. See, that's the man that's going to come with simple, to the point solutions as to how we can solve a problem and get to the next solution. It's solution after solution after solution. Now, of course, as men, we have emotions too. We get triggered by things as well, but we're more solution oriented than they are. So they're gonna focus and harp on the emotions more than anything. We're gonna get emotional, of course, but we gonna still keep the solution as on the forefront of our mind. As to, okay, after all this, let's get back to it. Like, what is it that we got to do? All the other bullshit. Okay, cool. You talk about it. You get in your feeling. Okay, whatever. Boom. Get it out of the way. What's the solution? Let's get back to the problem and then get back to the root of how to solve something. The woman, they just gonna harp on the emotional shit all day, which is why all she did was just in a roundabout way with a lot of different words say the same shit the white man was saying. That's all she did. But because she's so emotionally driven, and since she feels like saying things loudly makes her point more valid, she's gonna say a lot of things. She's gonna have a variety of different words she can bring to the table and speak on it real loudly. She thinks that makes her sound smarter. She thinks that make her sound like she actually knows what she's talking about. And when she was talking about the whole internalized anti-black shit, all she's saying with that shit is black men don't like dark-skinned women.
Pretty much.
That's all she said.
yeah. Facts, bro. That's why she said colorism. Like, that was no need to bring up colorism right now. That's such an empty topic within itself. But hey, man, let's get it, man. Before we get back to this goddamn video, come on, guys. JT, get your ass off mute. We need a whole group contribution on this one. Brothers in the chat, wherever you're at, around the world, shalom to you. Proverbs 9 verse 13, a foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knows what? Nothing. Not a damn thing. Nothing.
The funny thing, I like what Swint brought up, but the funny thing about that is the main people always calling somebody black, if we remember correctly, growing up, it'd be black women. They'd be the main ones calling
not even
somebody
just
black
black women, bro. Not even just black women, bro. It'd be dark-skinned black women who would be the main ones calling people crusty. Be the main ones saying, niggas, remember we was going up, niggas African booties.
Not before.
Bitch, you a stick. You need to eat.
Ones calling people that, bro.
Oh my, a dark skinned woman will rush your ass in a minute, bro. That don't give a damn.
Exactly. Real quick, I was saving this precept for a while, but I think this is a good point to bring it out. This is Sirach, the 3rd chapter, verse 23. Be not curious in unnecessary matters, for more things are short unto thee than men understand. For many are deceived by their own vain opinion, and an evil suspicion hath overthrown their judgment. Without eyes thou shalt want light. Profess not the knowledge, therefore, that thou hast not. And that's the thing with women in this society because they've been so empowered and they have, they're able to speak their mind and basically do things that women have never been able to do in the past 100 years. Not saying that, especially in this society, America, not saying they should go back to how things were 100 years ago, because that's the thing with Esau. There's never balance. Now, back when they were in rulership and the man was in charge, it was a little too far, and now we're on the opposite end of the spectrum because they're not really one with nature or understanding the spiritual aspect. But that's a whole other point. But to get back to my main point, because women, I feel that they're so free and empowered, now they have the ability to talk about things that they really have no understanding about. Like this chick right here, she has no understanding about what she's talking about. She's just very passionate and she can yell. And the thing is, this is what a lot of women do, because they like to imitate men. Because, sometimes men, when we're passionate about certain things that we're talking about, we will, project our voice. We'll be loud, but we're still bringing out logical points. We're not just screaming irrational sentences. Because, basically, to be honest, we spent the last probably 10, 15 minutes breaking down what she actually said. Because what she said, just when you, if you were to just write down word for word what she said, it was really incoherent. You know what I'm saying? It made no fucking sense. We had to actually break down what she meant from a logical perspective. And that's just the average woman when it comes to their mindset. They can scream and talk about a lot of things, but for the most part, because they don't use logic and reason, everything's fueled on their emotions. Like Ghetto said, they're going to contradict themselves. They're going to talk about things that they really should not be talking about because they don't understand it. And even another precept, I'm not going to go to the verse, but I'll just summarize it for those of you brothers who've read the New Testament and the words of the Mashiach. Christ says, during that time, a person who's exalted is going to be abased, and a person who's abased will be exalted. A lot of these women in these days who exalt themselves, really, for their ignorance, when that time comes, they're going to be destroyed, man.